Montana Senator Jon Tester. Senator, good to see you. I don't often start an interview with you smiling. So you and a lot of senators are actually feeling like this is a big accomplishment. So congratulations on that front. How do you address this other thing, this 800-pound gorilla in the room, the idea that this package, there are a lot of Democratic progressives who say has to be paired with a much bigger reconciliation bill before they will support it?
Look, I think you need to take a look at each and weigh them out on their own merits. This bill is traditional infrastructure. I think it's what the country needs. And hopefully we can get it through the Senate with a good vote and get it to the House, and they'll pass it and get it to the president's desk. And then we have reconciliation. And hopefully we can get a reconciliation bill that meets the needs of America, whether it's in childcare or housing or senior care or whatever it might be, and make sure that it's paid for and move it along too. I will tell you that what Warner said is correct. I mean, this country needs this bill, and we need to be able to show that we can work together to get something passed. And I think this bill meets the needs of this country very, very well. I'm talking about the bipartisan bill. And look, once we get this done, when we go to reconciliation, that bill may be really, really good too. And we'll make that assessment once that bill gets drafted and built and amended and all the things that this bill is going to go through over the next week.
So talk to me about what the road looks like in reconciling two things. You heard what Pramila Jayapal, representing House progressives, had to say. Senator Kristen Sinema issued a response about the reconciliation bill, where she says, I do not support a bill that costs $3.5 trillion. And in the coming months, I will work in good faith to develop this legislation with my colleagues and the administration to strengthen Arizona's economy and help Arizona's everyday families get ahead. So what we have here is two pieces of doubt, both cast by Democrats at the moment. Tell me about how you negotiate this going forward.
I think we got to talk about the merits of the bill. I think this bill's about two things. It's about jobs, and a lot of jobs all over this country, good paying jobs, livable wage jobs. And it's about national security. The truth is China wants to replace us in this world as a leading economic power. And if we don't get our act together in Washington, D.C., they will do exactly that. If we don't start to unite and quit dividing, then we're doomed in this country. And so I think this bill is a step forward where you have 5 Democrats and 5 Republicans that argued and fought for 2 months, but we all had the main goal in mind to get to yes. And then we threw in the White House, and they helped push this to yes too. And we threw in Senator Schumer, and now today Leader McConnell, and they all wanted to get to yes. We need to continue that philosophy moving forward, not only through the Senate, but through the House, and get this bill across the finish line. Our country needs this if we're going to maintain our position as a leading economic power in this world. And if we don't, shame on us. So we've got a lot of work to do, Ali. Yeah. You're right. But this is work that can be done. We've done a lot of tough work getting to this point, and we're willing to roll up our sleeves and continue that tough work going forward.
So 67 votes in the Senate is these days usually reserved for something like naming a post office, like things that are just nobody's got any disputes over. You mentioned Leader McConnell voted for this. This is a procedural bill. I mean, it's an important one. It starts debate. Do you think there's some way you can get 60-plus votes to close this debate at some point, and then the 50? I mean, I think you probably get the 50-plus votes you need in the end, but you still are going to need 10 extra Republicans all along this road.
Look, I think if people look at this bill for what it does for this country, I think we get more than 67 votes moving forward. Truth is that as I said before, we need investments in roads and bridges and broadband and electrical infrastructure and water, and the list goes on and on. And this bill does that. This is the largest expenditure in infrastructure in this country's history. So we need to talk about that. We need to talk about how we get this done. Is it going to be easy? No, it's not. Nobody thinks it will be. There will be a lot of games played. There's folks in the Senate that were going to try to derail this thing. But we need to stick together, just like the 10 of us have stuck together over the last 10 months. And if we're able to do that, we'll get this bill through the Senate with a good, healthy vote. I think it's going to be north of 67 votes, quite frankly, in the end. Once people get a chance to see this bill and what it does, I think there's going to be more than 67 senators that vote for it.